Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. The Sandy Peggy case, this is the nurse that complained about a male doctor changing in the female changing rooms, and the male doctor complaining that no, he really is a woman. You'd think being a doctor he'd know, but apparently not. And yes, we can call him male. He is male by birth, he's male by sex, and he doesn't have a gender certificate, so he's male in the law. So yes, this doctor, Dr. Upton, Mr. Upton to his friends, if he's got any. Well, this case is going on. Now, the Conservatives have wanted to raise the matter in Holyrood and have a good, broad discussion. But of course, this is very difficult for the SNP. Obviously, having the mad dwarf sort of push the gender reforms all she could before she got elbowed out. They don't want to open that particular can of worms because the consensus amongst many members, regardless of party, is that no, you shouldn't really. They don't like it. They feel obliged to jump on the trans bandwagon, or the transporter, I suppose you could say. But it's become increasingly clear that around the world, woke is dying, identity politics is bullshit, and that men are men, women are women, and ne'er the twain shall pretend to be the other. So they've declined, and the government has said, no, we are not going to have a discussion on this case, even though everybody expects us that we should, because it's so important. But they're refusing because they're frit. They've run away and they're hiding because they don't want to trouble themselves by raising the spectre of sort of trans and identity politics and things like that, because they know they're on the wrong end of that argument. Meanwhile, this poor nurse, who was told by the hospital if she doesn't like changing in front of a man, find somewhere else to change. She should have taken them at their word and changed in the corridor, just to make a point. And all the women, all the female nurses, to just get out and change in the corridor. Make sure there's managers watching. And when the managers say, "Well, there's a man in there," if you can stop the man going in there, we'll change in there and get the policy. Reverse the issue. Don't make it a nurse's issue. Make it a management issue. But that's a different argument on a different day for a different video. There we go. The SNP, too scared to talk about trans because spectres and ghosts of leaders past. Thanks very much.